What's up, fellow barbarians? We are now about ready to start Season 6, and if you have the expansion, you are going to have to do the campaign. With that, we have a fresh level 1 character. Let's build out our skill tree. Okay, so we have nothing, but we have some skill points. When we're starting, I always like to take Lunging Strike. I like to take Lunging Strike because it is a mobility skill, and it's a decent basic skill. We don't need to take either of these, we just want the 2 points. Next, Upheaval is getting a buff, so we are going to take Upheaval yet again. We take Enhanced Upheaval, and we're going to take Violent Upheaval. This is going to be a great way to have Berserking right from the beginning of the game. With our 1 skill point left, we are going to go into Rallying Cry, because we do need some more Fury, and we're going to go up and get these 2 once we become level 3. And of course, we start the game like this as we have a mobility skill, we have an AoE skill, and we also have a way to gain more fury rather quickly. You're going to want to start the game on normal difficulty. With the new difficulties that they have going, I'm not sure how hard is going to be, so start it on normal. If it's too easy, swap to hard. Okay, we are level 4. We just completed the first dungeon for the campaign. So now our skill tree looks as such. We have full points into Upheaval. We have 3 points to get Tactical Rallying Cry, very important. Then your next points, you want to get into Swiftness until we can get down here and get Death Blow and Mighty Throw. Of course, this is not the expansion, so Mighty Throw is not here, but those are the 2 we're going to want next. With our gear, like always, make sure you just green is good. No matter what we have, green is good. Green good, red bad. We're going to get so much gear, and we're going to level up so fast, you don't need to worry about min-maxing at all. Let's just worry about green good. After that, you're just going to keep progressing with the story, and I'm going to have an actual build guide that I'm going to use for the story, which will involve Death Blow for bosses, and also Mighty Throw to stun things. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to Lunging Strike if needed, or Rallying Cry if needed. Then we're going to do a Mighty Throw to stun the enemies, and then we're going to finish them off with Upheaval. And if there's anything left over, we're going to hit a Death Blow. That's going to be the goal of how we level. And of course, we're going to take what legendaries come our way. And once we get to town, we will be making potions to make sure that we can level up even faster. That's what we're going to do. So if you have the expansion, play the campaign until we get to endgame. That's the goal. Alright, now if you don't have the expansion, you're going to start slightly differently. First, you're going to open the map, and you are going to claim all your renown. Step 2 is identical. We're going to do the same thing. Except with this start, you're just going to have 1 more point. So we're going to be a little bit closer to having everything here. And then you're going to want to do the seasonal quest line right away. And with Season 6, it's going to be like a green Helltide, just like it was in Season 2, and you're going to go there, kill some Realm Walkers, and you're going to use those opals to make sure that you are getting max XP. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to open up your collections to your Codex of Power, and you're going to go to your class and unlockable from a dungeon. So here we are. We have all 35 that we can unlock from a dungeon. And then we're going to pick a couple aspects to get right off the bat so we can make our character even stronger. We're still going to start on normal, wait till you get some legendary aspects, and then see if you can progress to hard. The first one I would suggest would be the aspect of Voracious Rage. I love this one. I think it's amazing for Upheaval. Definitely go for it. Mark it on your map so you can just go to that dungeon right away, clear the dungeon, get these out of the way. The aspect of Vocalize Empowerment will also be extremely helpful if you're going to use shouts, which we are going to be using. Another one I definitely like to get right away is the aspect of Might, as you're going to be hitting Lunging Strike to move forward and also to get in position for enemies. This is going to give you a basic 20% damage reduction right off the bat. So those are the 3 I would get right away. Aspect of Might, and then your 2 resource ones with Vocalized Empowerment and Voracious Rage. If you find we are stunning enemies a lot or crowd controlling them, the Umbral aspect is also very well. And if you decide you want to play Bleed, you gotta go for Slaking. Through the seasonal quest line, and then there's a couple things we're gonna do. You're gonna be running Helltide. You're gonna be running the new seasonal Helltide. We're gonna want to hit all the strongholds and do those right away. And then something else I found in PTR, which I haven't checked has changed yet, which I will be checking once Season 6 is released, is killing the Seething Abomination. When I was killing him on the PTR, he was giving me almost 1 full level just for killing him. If that's the case, that's going to be pretty good. I need to see if that's still going to happen. If so, that's also going to be a great way to be able to level up. So that's how we're going to level up in Season 6. Let's get to level 10 and see how our character looks. All right, we are level 11, and we just got some gear through Helltide, and again, you just want to look for things that are green. If it's green, put it on. That's all we care about. There we go. Awesome. And then make sure you do your seasonal quest line so you can get more rewards, just like we can in Season 5. Then again, we're just going to look for things that are, of course, better. And as we get better gear, we're just going to keep upgrading. See, we already have some things right here that now are going to help us out a lot. So what I would suggest is now that we are getting some legendaries, you want to look at your legendaries and you really want to see what they are and what they're going to do for us and see if we can use them. Starlight Ring, not a good aspect at this stage of the game. Limitless Rage, also not very useful at the moment. Moon Rising, that's going to be great for Lunging Strike. Right now, we're going to hit more Lunging Strikes. And Battle Mad. This one's pretty cool and pretty easy to proc. And then this one, Becoming Injured, that's good, but it's not that useful. Then the rest of the stuff we are going to sell, and we aren't using this far because we're only level 11. This is useful, but it doesn't really help us that much. So because we have Battle Mad, once you get a couple uniques for your build, this is when you can play around with the play style and kind of use the uniques to your advantage. For example, here, we want to put this on maybe dual wield, have this one maybe on bludgeoning, and have this one under slashing. That way, we can have our Battle Mad proc more often. We are level 11, and we have 4 points. So I would put points either into Death Blow first, or Mighty Throw. It's up to you. But whichever one you do the next one after. And then we're going to max out our swiftness. We're going to take unconstrained and max out a couple more points along the way. Also, when you hit level 10, that is when you can craft your first potion. And this is the one I'd like to craft the most because it's the most useful. It increases our attack speed, which we can use all the time for everything, where the other ones deal overpower damage or they deal vulnerable damage, and we're not there yet. And we don't really care about our critical strike chance right now. We just want to hit things. We just want to smash things. I'm going to have a build guide for leveling and what I'm going to do for leveling. And so either play the campaign or play some Helltide and do the seasonal quest line. Use the uniques as you get them. For example, if you're getting some with Dust Devils, then I would try Whirlwind or Double Swing. If you're getting more Ground Stomp things, I would definitely use Ground Stomp as it's going to be really good in Season 6. This is my beginner leveler guide, and this is what I'm going to be using for Season 6. And I look forward to playing Season 6 and live streaming as well. I will see you guys all when Vessel of Hatred and Season 6 launches. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.